Greetings and welcome to Prof. Neil. It's a pleasure to have you with us on this Friday. The second part of the series on 1971 war. The 1971 war, where we liberated East Pakistan, and then formed the new state of which then they did then form the new state of Bangladesh. Battles are won by slaughter and maneuver. The greater the general, the more he contributes in maneuver, the less he demands in slaughter. Winston S. Churchill. Now, General Sagat Singh and the Meghna Heli Bridge is the topic of the day, the narrative for the day. Now, we have to understand the geography of this area before we get into the narrative. I also went back to my school atlas and found that I traced out the maps and found it. I really, I was wondering at this man and how he must have thought of all this. Now, East Pakistan has West Bengal on its west word side, and eastwards it has Meghalaya, Assam, Tripura, and Mizoram. The three major rivers, the Padma, the Brahmaputra, and the Meghna, with over 700 smaller rivers and tributaries, forming the Gangetic Delta around it. So it was impossible, or rather impregnable, to get into Dhaka through this route. So hence it was being invincible and it was being impregnable. So thought the Pakistanis. That detailed a very small troop out there to defend Dhaka. And there was General Sagat Singh, based at Talamura, about 40 kilometers from Agartala, heading the 4 Corps. And the Indian Air Force commander, in support of the 4 Corps, was Group Captain Chandan Singh, with about based at Silicuri, Silchar, I'm sorry, with about 10 Soviet made MI or Me helicopters, the workhorses. Till 7th December, the helicopter's primary role was for casualty evacuation only. And the 4 Corps role was not offensive, was defensive only. They had to defend that border from Tripura to Mizoram. However, General Sagat Singh, being General Sagat Singh, had always the Clinton's eye. He had to do something out of the book. And his target was Dhaka. Despite being told ad nauseum by the General Officer commanding Jagjit Singh Arora not to think of Dhaka, General Jagjit Singh Arora, the same officer who signed the document of accession, the instrument of accession, the document of surrender from General Niazi after 13 days when Pakistan formally surrendered. Now there was this three-pronged assault on Dhaka. One was General Sagat Singh from the eastern part of Dhaka. The other two, the 2 Corps led by General Raina, later the Chief of Army Staff, from the west side, and from the Jessore axis came the 33 Corps led by General and later Chief of Army Staff Bevur. Now the General Bevur came from the Siliguri corridor. The retreating Pakistanis had blown up the only bridge across the Meghna. The river was swollen, and the Soviet amphibious rafts and ferries and boats were inadequate for us. The only other possibility was to do something different. So General Sagat Singh met the IF commander, the station commander, and did a reconnaissance of those areas. General Sagat Singh got injured by small arm fire. He was not bothered. He was actually smiling, I was told. So they had planned to do this heli bridge, as squadron leader Sandhu says. It is not as easy as you think it is. Take me across the Meghna and drop me there, come back, because I couldn't come back again, do that about 10-15 times. Because majority of our pilots were not trained for night flying. We did not have fancy equipment to fly in the night. On moonlit nights, still possible, but without the moon, difficult. So on 9 December, the moon being the last quarter after rise at midnight, the first wave took off. No navigation lights on the choppers, no landing lights, absolute radio silence. The pilots flew at great risk of colliding with each other because they're taking off and they're flying and dropping on the same corridor, but they only flew based on their senses and their fine coordination of which they're done through practice, on based on timing. Each second would matter. Where a helicopter would turn this way or this way. It was very luck. It was luck and the training that and their luck and courage and everything, destiny, everything put together that ensured that the Hillary went was successful. From 10th December morning, the choppers lifted 600 troops. And then for the next 36 hours, 409 sorties were carried out, and around 5,000 troops and 51 tons of equipment had been airlifted through these helicopters on these workhorses. Imagine the brainwave of General Sagar Singh and admire the bravery of the courage of these Indian Air Force pilots. That changed the Pakistanis were caught totally napping. Yet, General Sagar Singh did not reach Dhaka first. But that's a different story altogether. But embrace the twist to enjoy the turn as our armed forces always do. Thank you. Bye bye.